Whoa! Hey everyone, I'm NornQueenAlexis, and welcome back to this, this isn't welcome back, this is I kinda wish that I went to Nova type deal, but I couldn't due to family reasons, but, this is absolutely insane. I am, ecstatic about this. I actually stopped a stream. Stopped my stream to come over here and do this. So yeah, keep that in mind. I just have to fix a few things really quickly before we get started, because apparently my screen on my side is loading and not actually working. So that is always fun. Joining me today, I have pretty much my entire mod team and very good friends. I have, you know what, you guys just introduce yourself. That way you fall over each other.
I'll go first, I guess.
Yeah, sure.
Hello, I'm Kingpin. I am probably one of the more recognized faces. I play a lot of Chaos, Khorne specifically.
There's no nutritional value in Khorne, though. I keep telling you that. If you want nutrition, you either have to go Slaanesh, Tzeentch, or Nurgle. Nurgle being the most nutritious, but also most gross. But speaking of big and green, hey John, how are you?
Yo, what's up? It's your boy John.
Oh, really?
The legendary Mega Primordial Captain Jono Stuff Stealer, Ship Crush, Head Crasher, Manhunter, Chrome Smasher, Loot Master, Prince Smasher, Dagger Slasher, Crop Beater, Get Slapper, Neckringer, Super Crazy, Never Lazy, Saint Killer, Godspell, Squat Wappa, Squeak Chakpa, Big Darker, War Boss, Goldtooth, Iron Gut, the Shockingly Brutal Destroyer of Galaxies, Herald of Ragnarok, Fist of Mork, and Chosen of Gork. What's up?
And that was. And I'm not even going to segue into that. You know what, White? You're here too. Say hi.
Hey, it's me, White. I'm being held here against my will. I'm building an army of demons. What's up?
So to join me for this, because there was a lot, and these guys know a bit about the 40k lore and specific. They know a lot of specifics of 40k lore and Age of Sigmar, and surprisingly, we actually have somebody that knows. What is the third thing? What is it? It's like that short people thing. The Hobbit. That's what it's called. Lord of the Rings. Okay. All right. So, breaking news: Sisters, Psychers, and Skeletons. I am not excited about the Skeletons as much as those other two, because holy cow. All right, before going into this, what are your thoughts? The reveals. Just immediate thoughts before reading this entire thing.
Well, the Psychic Awakening is a lot more than I thought it was gonna be.
Yeah, same. I could agree with that. Psychic Awakening, the most hype thing for you?
Mm-hmm. Basically 8.5.
Yeah, it is 8.5 edition.
Mm-hmm.
For you, the legendary Mega Primordial Captain Jono Stuff Stealer, Ship Crush, Head Crusher, Man Crusher. Somebody has a crusher on you. Go ahead. What is yours?
Nagash finally revealed what he was hiding in the Black Pyramid, and he just found the most pipe-laying skeletons he could find.
Yo, I gotta admit, I am super excited about those. They look a bit silly. I'm not gonna lie. They do look a little bit silly, but
Age of Sigmar.
Yeah, it is Age of Sigmar. It kind of gets a pass for being silly at times. All right. Okay. All right. Let's get into this. Time has come for all the news and jaw-dropping reveals from Nova Open Warhammer Preview. Seriously, if you're interested in any of Warhammer 40k, Age of Sigmar, Warcry, Battle for Middle-earth, because that's still a thing, Necromunda, Warhammer-community, Warhammer Legends, which I will get into why I don't like that, and Warhammer Underworld, well, then you're about to have your socks knocked off. And it is convenient because I am in socks. I am ready for them to be ripped off. You can guarantee it. Yo, okay. So, immediately, I want to thank the person who just dropped a $10 donation. You are awesome. Thank you for using the super chat feature. Psychic Awakening is looking great. Captain Jonah, the Patreon, yeah.
Can't join.
Okay. We'll definitely fix that. I will apologize about that, but we will fix that. Message us afterwards. Okay, so I did have a little peek at this stuff while I was on stream. I stream every Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday on Twitch. I usually stream video games or I sit and paint and everything. And I gotta say, this was revealed to me at there, and I was blown away by this. Absolutely blown away by this. So I want this. I want all of this. It looks amazing. Okay, so does anybody want to start reading the highlighted paragraph? You guys should be able to see my screen, I'm assuming. Or do you want me to?
Hold on. Just a little bit behind. Let's see.
It's essentially right after 40k.
Okay. From new lore to a vast array of codexes and an awesome and rapidly growing community, there's never been a brighter time for the grim darkness of the far future. The last couple of years have been glorious, and now we're about to kick the 41st millennium into high gear.
Or, just tear it right in half.
Oof.
Oh, wait, you did that, and it was amazing. All right, let's take a look at this. Spaceships, love it. Amazing already.
All the might humanity can muster. Let us hope it is enough. Not since the Despoiler shattered the Cadian Gate and tore the galaxy in two. Not since the War Master betrayed the Emperor and set the galaxy aflame have we faced such peril. I am a Lord Inquisitor of the Holy Ordos. In defense of humanity, I have toppled tyrants, and I have doomed worlds. And yet, in this moment, against the rising threat, I feel powerless. The Great Rift sundered the Imperium. For half of mankind's empire, the war is already lost. For the rest, I fear the ending bell is set to toll. Tyranids swarm the angels of Baal. Orks amass in numbers not seen since the Beast. And humanity stumbles into psychic annihilation. The galaxy slips towards oblivion. Have we the strength to push back the dark? We are led by the Emperor's own son. We wage war on 1,000,000 worlds. We buy each new tomorrow with the blood of 1 billion lives. And still, whatever price we pay, however many souls we sacrifice, it may not be enough.
I am loving this.
Rise or fall, this fate shall not be mankind's alone.
Yo! Okay, first off, voice acting, amazing. The everything about that, absolutely amazing. And the ruin of the Banshee at the end. I think that this signifies the actual Grand Alliance thing from Age of Sigmar, where we're finally going to be able to field Eldar and Imperium together, and I am super excited about it. Also, haven't seen numbers since the Beast. That's the Beast of freaking... That's the Beast that took down Terra momentarily before finally being pushed back in the Beast Arises series. Well, the Beasts. There were 6 of them. But still, Grand Alliance possibly from that. I would be blown away by that. If you guys know anything about Queen's Court, you know that Rosalina keeps an Eldari close to her. And she uses her to the best of her abilities, as well as using her as a psychic resonance. They mold off of each other and work perfectly together, even though one is an Eldar and one is human. So I bring that to the tabletop when I bring my Inquisitor and pay 2 command points to bring an Assassin. I bring the Vindicari and run it as Morino, the Eldar, and it's an Eldar Ranger. So the fact that I might be able to get rules to actually bring Grand Alliance in and get a brand new Grand Alliance strategies and everything, I am super stoked for. But the galaxy ripped in half by the War Master, Tyranids actually doing something plot related. They still lost, but still plot related. And the Tau not getting mentioned at all, or the Necrons.
Ooh.
You know, those grumpy robots that no one cares about.
Ooh.
What now?
But
I mean, Nagash's guys.
oh yeah, Nagash's Metal Brothers. No, but it's crazy that we might have a full Grand Alliance thing. We're gonna see a new book more than likely with all of this fully explained in it, and I'm super excited. So somebody go ahead and read Psychic Awakening.
All right. Now, so let's see. Psychic Awakening is a monumental event that will shape Warhammer 40k forever, on a scale unlike anything you've ever seen before. Across this epic event, every codex will see expanded rules as we explore the frontline war zones of a cataclysmic new conflict that makes the 13th Black Crusade look like a border scuffle.
Holy crap!
Go.
Yo, I am hyped.
Oof.
Yo, like, that's... Abaddon tore the galaxy in half. I am hoping each and every single race in all of 40k finally gets Psykers. They have been hinting at Psykers in the Tau for the past 4.5 years. They finally got possessed by demons. They finally know what demons are. They know what the Imperium is actually doing. And they're at the point of going like this. Crap, the Imperium's actually right. Like, their dogmatic views are correct. And I love it because we're finally seeing some cool things. And I'm hoping that we get some AdMech Psykers, because let's be honest, there is no reason that AdMech don't have Psykers. They don't have a stigma against them. They use them. In fact, if you play Dark Heresy, you could actually pick the Psyker trait after picking a Tech Priest, which I would love to see somebody do in a campaign. Kingpin, that might be something right up your alley, or White. But a Psychic Tech Priest would be cool. We could actually have some cool things along with that. We can see some, finally, some anti-psychic Necrons once again on the battlefield, like the pariahs of old. We can also see things like Sisters of Battle getting full spirited and more living saints appearing. Grey Knights actually becoming useful. Think about that for a second. Grey Knights, useful. We might see some cooler stuff from it. So this Psychic Awakening thing has me hyped as hell. I am like, yo, I want this. I want this. I want this. And you know what? I'm glad, and I'm going to say this, I'm glad GW is finally taking the throttle, like, they're actually stepping on the throttle instead of making everything stagnant like it just has been for the past, amount of years since 3rd edition. The campaigns haven't really changed, but now we're actually seeing, like, cool things finally come to the tabletop. Like, we're actually seeing story progression, which is huge for anybody that's been a long time fan of 40k. Like, Gilliman is back. We're seeing some cool stuff, and I'm super excited for all of this. So, Psychic Awakening, definitely something I want to keep an eye on. All right, somebody read new rules for every codex and go down from that.
Every single Warhammer 40k faction has a stake in the Psychic Awakening. So whatever your chosen army, you'll have a moment to each Psychic Awakening expansion focuses on a different war zone, providing a new perspective to the galaxy's spanning event. The series will see plot threads that have enticed fans for decades resolved, champions and new and old rise to the and staggering revelations made.
All right, before you go on to that,
Yeah.
decades resolved. Resolved. The GW has never resolved anything. They're resolving stuff. Sorry. Oh my god.
Yo, Yarick is so dead. Yarick is so dead.
Oh my god, let's go back to Armageddon. Come on, please, back to Armageddon.
Let's get paid.
Let's see what happened to Catachan when it went into the warp. I want to know what happened there. There are so many cool events. Like, I want to see the Doom of Malantai actually play out. I want to see some cool stuff. Like, how are the Tyranids going to be affected by this? They have adapted to fighting Psykers and demons, so it's kind of cool to see what they'll get out of this. Maybe the Doom of Malantai will come back. So we get some conclusions, and I'm super excited about that. Meanwhile, each book will have powerful and thematic rules updates for at least 2 factions giving you more flexibility than before. In short, the new major narrative for 40k, new rules for every codex, same models you love will... Yeah. Some models you will not believe.
Ooh. Let's get that big Gasgul.
Yo, let's get Gazgul. Let's get freaking. Yo, I'm sorry, I'm hyped for Gazgul. Let's get a brand new Swarm Lord, something bigger. Let's get the Dominatrix. You know what? Let's get the Norn Queen. Let's step this up. Let's get the Norn Queen. You know what? On tabletop, she has been in the tabletop before. She was in Epic. Let's actually see some of the new Tyranid units popping up and everything. Let's see them. Let's see some Necrons that are actually anti-psychers, like these super Necrons.
So
let's see Angron.
I was gonna say, on your point of anti-psyker Necrons, I'm wondering how that's going to work with the Khorne. Granted, like, Khorne uses psychers in order to summon demons. That's the only way that you're able to do that. However, my question is, are we going to get something similar to a blood magic, or are we going to get like a unit that we can take a bunch of that we can sacrifice based on special rules or something like that, where it makes it easier for us to summon larger demons?
Yeah,
it'd be like making a pseudo Khorne demon.
You might get you might get blood tied like last edition. Go ahead, White.
Because like the whole sacrificing thing would be nice, because with some of the newer rules that has been more and more of a thing, like the Master Possessions has a psychic power where you can sacrifice a nearby model to heal a demon engine, and you can just spam cultists with that and just keep, feeding them. And in the demon codex, I think they have something where you can make it so your demon summoning rule is a lot more powerful, but there's a greater risk to taking wounds.
Yo, I like that. I think that this is going to be more narrative focused, so it's probably not going to affect the competitive game as much. But still, if they actually do this for narrative, like narrative-based games, I will be playing the out of them. Like, I will be totally there playing them nonstop. So if that was enough, the series will also be accompanied by a whole new slew of new models, including some miniatures you've been looking forward to for ages. I literally called this on Twitter a few days ago. Not gonna lie, I said plastic Eldar Aspect Warriors right now, boom, and boom, got one. And I gotta say, the Howling Banshee looks incredible, but she's on a 25 mil. So I can't have that. I gotta put her on a 32. I don't do 25 mils anymore. I'm putting my guardsmen on 32s. All right, yo, but let's be real here. She's got a pistol. She's got a sword. She looks amazing. Looks intimidating. Has the rune on her head. Love it. And you're excited about this, Kingpin, aren't you? All right, he's not excited, or he died from excitement.
He's muted right now, so he probably got pulled away.
All right, well...
Sorry about that. No, I'm back, sorry.
All right, tell us why you're excited about the brand new Howling Banshees.
I'm excited for the brand new Howling Banshees simply because they're going to be plastic. And ever since Dawn of War 4 came out, sorry about that. Dawn of War 4 came out,
you mean 3?
Sorry, 3. I wish there was a 4, but no, 3. It showed that Howling Banshees can fall to the corruption of Khorne if the demon possessing them is strong enough. So yeah. I can potentially convert these Howling Banshees into Banshees of Khorne and run them as berserkers or something. Give them the berserker rule set, but use the Howling Banshee models, like carving up their armor, carving runes into their armor, building skulls on. Because I have some metal ones that I use, but because they're metal, I can't really convert them all that well. Yeah,
that makes sense. So you're excited about these, and I think that's amazing.
Yeah.
And a hero is promoted. If you're a Raven Guards player, you've probably been eyeing up some of the Vanguard Space Marines, but who to lead them into battle? We have just the man waiting for you, and they have a video for this. I'm really excited for this.
I wonder when he's going to get here. Ah, there you are. I didn't see you there from over 12 inches away.
Well, the CV looks very good. Anything to add?
Not the talkative type, I see. but a lot of relevant experience.
I love how you
Some
see my
really good
Primarch.
work as part of the third company out on the Eastern Fringe. Good. Good.
Even a commendation from Corsaro here. That's unusual.
Well, that settles it. Congratulations, Chapter Master.
I mean, he was a chapter master a while ago. Yo, Sasuke looks awesome!
I can't see that now.
You're welcome!
Even wielding lightning blades.
Yo, Sasuke looks so cool. Look at him. Yo, we need Naruto. We need Naruto. What if Lysander is Naruto? Oh my god.
Oh
Damn it, you plot.
Yo, sorry, my inner weeb just came out completely. But, dude, Sasuke, like, let's be real. That's Sasuke. Yo, that looks so cool. I'm so glad that they've actually finally just started going, like, whatever. Actually, yeah, somebody pointed this out. He looks like Winter Soldier. I can see that. I can definitely see that.
Yeah, like even with the whole mask thing going on.
Yeah. It's cool to see a Phobos chapter master with a jump pack. First off, lightning claws still there, and a pistol. Like, what kind of... Is that the heavy bolt pistol, or is that a melted pistol? It almost looks like a melted pistol, doesn't it?
Like the Phobos weapons have that thing on them, which is supposed to be like a suppressor or something, but it looks
Okay.
like a gun.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. That's right. The legendary son of Korax has gotten an upgrade worthy of his new rank. His new rank came out in probably around 6th edition. But just that's not important. Combining the classic design cues from its original models, including our first ever Beaky Primaris helmet. That's supposed to be a Beaky Primaris helmet? I don't really see the... Oh, there it is! Did you see the helmet hanging from him? Oh my god, that's adorable! And the modern tactical aesthetic of the rest of the Vanguard Space Marine, Shrike is the perfect leader for your Raven Guard. I'm not gonna lie, I have 2 or 3 Kayvaan Shrikes in my collection. They are one of my favorite captains ever. I actually use him with my Vanguard Veterans, and I always have used him with my Vanguard Veterans because he's amazing. He's got 8 reasons why you're not gonna have a good day. Now he has 6 reasons why you're not gonna have a good day. Oh my god, you could actually take him alongside himself.
Oh my gosh.
You could take him alongside himself. You could literally... Like, I never thought about doing this. You could actually take... is somebody prove me wrong if I'm actually wrong on this. But can you literally take him alongside himself, his older model?
Okay, I'll look into this with Calgar.
Oh my god, that might be really funny. We could have like 4 Calgars, 1 per detachment. Does it actually say like Phobos Chapter Master Shrike? That's the thing. These very specific wordings. You're not allowed to take Primaris Calgar with... okay, alright. Somebody's killing my fun. That would have been really funny though. That would have been really funny, I'm not gonna lie. I probably would have done that. Alright, so let's take a look at this model. Let's take a look at what he's got. He's got his helmet on his side, which looks like the normal helmet. That's pretty cool. You know, his armor looks really nice. His butt looks nice in it. He's got little beaky claws on his side. Oh my god, he's got little fold-out claws on his boot. That is adorable. They're like stirrups for... I'm sorry.
I think what they try to imply with that is like when he's flying, those like flip forward over his toes.
I could see it. Which would ultimately, you know, probably break on impact.
That's why you flip it back, you butt.
Space magic.
Oh my
Space
god.
magic.
Whatever, Sasuke is pissed. He's got lightning blades.
Just field them with the frickin' Milady librarian.
Oh my god, yes.
Like, are all the Phobos characters just gonna start being weebs?
Oh my god, we know the perfect painter for these.
Oh no.
Alright, so moving on from Sasuke, we have Necromunda, which is a game that nobody really plays, but everybody talks about, but no one really plays. Except when I say that no one really plays this, everybody tells me in the comment section that they do play this, yet never show any pictures of anybody playing it, except at events.
Everyone plays out of spite, Alexis.
I know, right? They get they find out that I say something and they're like, well, we're gonna play a campaign just to prove you wrong. Alright, I'm not gonna lie, I really, really, really like the new Sasuke model. He looks really cool. I'm gonna put lightning blade in his hand, like the actual Chidori, which translates to 1,000 squawking birds.
Yeah, that's a good point. People are bringing up in chat, if Shrike's gonna be the Phobos character, then maybe Lysander's gonna be the Gravis armor character.
Let's go.
Yeah,
Make
I
him
could...
Chapter Master.
Yes.
I could see that. Well, Vorn Hagen does, like, nothing, so I could see it actually happening. Like, kill off Vorn Hagen. Like, you don't need to have him around. No one cares about him.
Hey, I do.
I'm sure he even exists.
I care about him.
Let's see. Let's see. So they got the Phobos armor. Not the regular armor. What other armor do they have that they would have to upgrade to for Primaris? They only have the 3 armor types, don't they?
Trying to... Let's see, there's Gravos, Phobos, normal, and you can't put characters in aggressor armor. That's just silly.
I mean, you could. I mean, that's essentially their Terminator armor. So maybe,
Right.
like, Vulcan in aggressor armor.
Like maybe
So I
even
pour
throw
myself a
something in
drink.
Scepter.
Oh, you could, yeah, you could. And aren't there like 6 different actual characters aside from like Pedro Cantor and all the successor chapters? There's just one character in the main codex for every single chapter, aside from Ultramarines, of course. We don't count them.
Well, like, yeah, like the mainline Legion stuff, I think that's what they're doing.
Yeah. All right, so let's take a look at the Necromunda stuff.
Dripping gore and bloody meat, hidden cults, lies and deceit. To hunger mortal flesh succumbs, the Lord of Skin and Sinew comes.
Okay. Dark Uprising. Ooh.
Okay, they've got my attention.
All right, John, tell me what the heck I'm looking at.
So this is interesting because House Helmar is the aristocrats. This is the upper hive, and they're actually one of the sons of the founding of the current leaders is Khal Jericho, if you know who that is. Famous
Yes.
underhive, bounty hunter and his buddy Scabs. So that's not the interesting thing. The interesting thing is the Dark Uprising. It looks like a gang is going against the upper hive, and that is, I don't recognize that gang logo. I was checking all the other gang logos. Maybe if I missed something, y'all, someone in the comments can tell me. But yeah, it looks like someone's going to be trying to take over Necromunda.
It almost sounded like, actually, you know who it sounded like? The Demon Etrigan from DC. I like him because he talks in riddles, and if it talks in riddles, it's a demon.
Probably.
Because one thing that a lot of people don't know is demons tend to talk in riddles. Or rhymes. The lower you go into Necromunda, the worse things get. Given even the upper Spire Nobles really is a monster. It's starting from a pretty bad place, sometimes terrifying even by the standards of the Underhive. Is coming, and even... Ooh, is it a demon? Or is it a mutant? Is it a demon mutant?
Is it a possessed? Who knows?
It could be. Could be a possessed. Could be a possessed. I mean, in my opinion, it actually just sounds like a Nurgle demon. Like, maybe somebody will give Nurgle some love.
Maybe a Chaos Cult gang?
Yeah.
What you're saying? So, like, the Lord of Skin and Sinu, and skin stuff tends to go towards Slaanesh.
Yeah, that's true too. Alright, but let's go past that. And we have a resident expert on Middle-earth, the strategy game, and all things to do with this. So, Kingpin, tell us about Middle-earth.
He left.
Yeah, he hopped out a while back.
Alright, that's all we need to know about Middle-earth. I'm gonna be honest with you, I don't care about Middle-earth.
I don't think anyone does.
Necromunda is like Dante's Inferno. Ooh, I like that analogy.
It is.
Oh, I like that. I like that a lot. All right, Middle Earth, Warcry. Warcry looks cool. It has cool models. I like Warcry. It's essentially a kill team for Age of Sigmar. It looks really cool. I might get into it. I don't really want to go into this too much. So Monsters and Mercenaries, you got some new stuff for Warcry. Once I actually start wrapping into this a little bit, I think I'll look more into it. But right now, I don't know enough about it to give a full commentary on it. Does anybody know Warcry?
This looks just like the book itself. Just looks like it's letting you use models from outside the what's it called, from outside the main model line. Like that chick with the axe is from Malign Portents. So it looks like it's just gonna be, this is like your hireables.
Okay, that's
like
fair.
Your elites.
Alrighty, and then we have the Tanith. Now, I'm not going to lie, when I first saw this, I thought it was the Tanith Firstborn. So I was really hyped for a new Imperial Guard Legion. And then it was spooky, scary skeletons.
The Tithe.
The Tithe. Yeah, see, I thought it was the Tanith. That's why I got confused with it. So, John, go ahead and read this. Relentless Disciples.
Let's see.
Relentless, starting there.
Alright, let's see, right here in this video. Relentless, disciplined, deathless. These are the Ossiarch Bonereapers, the culmination of centuries of planning by Nagash, and the harbingers of his dark reign. Where the legions of Nagash are his foot soldiers of death, and the Night Haunt are his shock troops, the Ossiarch Bonereapers are the vanguard of a new order.
Alright.
Here's the cool part, which gives some Necron vibes. These are not risen warriors or malignant spirits. These are bespoken war constructs forged from harvested bone and gifted the soul animus of great warriors and heroes. Alone, they have hundreds of lifetimes of experience and brutal psychic physical prowess. Unified, they are nigh unstoppable. Directed into battle by, I think it's Katakuros?
Katakuros?
Yes. Morchalk of the Necropolis. Perhaps the greatest military strategist, living or dead, the mortal realms has ever known. It's etc. 2.0.
Okay, so I'm just gonna state this right now, and somebody's gonna be mad at me. These look like something that the Power Rangers would fight.
I'm okay with this.
But the ones on these crazy horse rhino bird things, those actually look really cool. Like, I really like those things. Like, I would use those as demonic steeds for 40k, but that's just me.
The Necropolis Knights?
Yeah, they look really cool. But the initial ones look a little bit eh. Although, this does work with my Chaos Android vibe thing that I'm going with.
Oh,
now, this guy is just straight up a Necron. Like, I'm sorry, that's a Necron. He's got the scythe and everything.
Yep.
And that would be one hell of a conversion, too. Like, that wouldn't even be a tough conversion. That would be a really cool conversion. So, John, read the backbone.
The backbone. Well, first, I just gotta say, you say they look like something the Power Rangers would fight. Is Nagash not just Skeletor?
I don't think the Power Rangers have ever fought Skeletor, but I could be wrong there.
There could be a comic, who knows? But the backbone, see what we did there? Of the Ossiarch Bonekeepers are the legions of Mortrek Guard and spearhead of the Kavalos Death Riders. Each contains the soul of dozens of mortal warriors, and each is a brutally effective combatant, fighting with utter discipline even in the most chaotic battles. These warriors aren't automata. They have personalities befitting their roles in Nagash's dark regime. While Mortrek Guard are forthright and dutiful, Kavalos Death Riders are possessed of towering arrogance, as suits their roles as heralds of the great necromancer.
Okay, so first off, it was Lord Zed that you were thinking of.
Thank you.
And second, so these are just Ermac?
Pretty much.
That's a Necron. I'm sorry, that's a Necron. And these are Tyranid warriors.
They're literally called Mortex.
Those are Tyranid warriors with 4 bone swords. Like, put a Tyranid head on that, and it's a Tyranid warrior.
Yeah.
Speaking of which, they might make new warrior kits. Ooh. Oh my god, they have a catapult. Look at it, it's adorable. It's got bones. Alright, I'm not gonna lie. It's got legs! It's got legs for days.
Yo, acting like I won't air out this entire mortuary.
Alright, let's go. And this guy flat out just looks like a synth from Fallout 4. Like, that's straight up a synth, or the guy from Immortal Engines. And then you got, like, the samurai dude next to them. The one guy holding up a piece of parchment. He looks a bit silly, I'm not gonna lie. He looks a little bit silly. But kind of like that cool silly. Like, if you gave him a loincloth, he would look a little bit better. It's just the weird bone bikini thing doesn't really work too well with him. But I do like him. Like, he is intimidating looking. So I do like that. I do like that.
Like, this is a whole diorama as a model.
Yeah. I do like it. I think it's really cool.
He has a bird.
He does have a burb.
Yeah, that's just a Tyranid warrior. Like, that's what that is. That's a Tyranid warrior. These are bone Tyranids.
Yeah, like...
Alright, Warhammer Heroes. Always cool. I hope they do more of these. I think they're really cool. I always nominate my buddy Adam from Masters of the Forge. He's really good. Yay! Anyway, I'm going to skip past that. Warhammer Underworld, which is interesting. I've seen people play it. It looks kind of fun. Underworld Grand Championship, I don't really care about. This I do, though. Warhammer Legends. White, would you like to read this?
Right. With so much awesome stuff on the way for Warhammer 40,000, you might be wondering what's happening to some of the treasured older models that previously had rules in our index books. While these might not have a place in our codexes anymore, we know that they definitely have a place in your hearts. Which is why you'll be delighted to hear that we'll be supporting them forever with Warhammer Legends. Your Imperial Space Marine rules forever. Your Chaplain on bike, you can use him until actual Space Marine Chaplains on actual Space Marine bikes are invented in the year 30,000. And to top it all off, they'll be getting points, meaning that if that's how you like to balance your games, we've got you covered.
Now, I'm going to say this, and I said this on stream earlier when I was back on Twitch. I'm not happy with this. I'm not happy with this. It's literally taking all of these cool characters and all of this cool stuff that you used to be able to do with indexes out of the rules entirely. And yeah, they're like, oh, there's rules for them, but they're encouraging tournament players not to use them, which means no more Repressor, unless they make one with the sister release, which would make the Sisters of Battle completely garbage. And I'm not going to lie about that. There are some way of getting them, but overall it's screwed. We might... Oh, Chaplains on jump packs are gone. So there's no way of actually getting a Chaplain up to your Raven Wing anymore, or your White Scars, unless you teleport him in. And who knows, maybe that guy's gone too, if he's not in the Codex. He is actually in the Codex, but still. I hate this. I'm going to be straight with you right now. I hate this. I think it's stupid. The fact that they are booking the Chaplain on bike is a huge blow to my army, because I love my Chaplain. I have all of the original Chaplains. I have all of them. Like, I have maybe 20 Chaplains models. I have all of them from 1st edition onwards. They are amazing and I love them. And now I can't use half of them for my games. Granted, I didn't really use them, but I actually dusted off my Chaplain on bike to bring to a game. So yeah, no more Wolfguard on bikes. Yep, nope, those are gone. All of the index-specific units are probably just going to be gone. Hopefully, what the Warhammer Legends does is it skips Forge World. So we might still be able to get around it as tournament players. We always look for ways around the rules. I'm honestly hoping that ITC just goes like this, yeah, right, and throws that right out the window.
Because if they're doing this, there goes putting your Chaos characters on Demon mounts. Those are all index stuff.
Yep, Chaos characters on index mounts, Shalaxiel, all of the original Chaos, the giant demons of Chaos, gone. All of the Legion of the Damned. Gone. Are they even in the codex? I didn't see them when I went through it.
Well, I can double check.
But it's like... It... Alright, I'm going to be real. Warhammer Legends, and this is what it should be, Warhammer Legends should be an online exclusive thing that you download. Okay? It should have the rules, and it should be adjusted, so they don't have to print books. In fact, GW should have probably gone into free books a long time ago, because they get pirated all the time anyway. The fact that they're shelving some of my favorite models, and I've been in this game since 4th edition. I have some models in my army that will never see the light of day now. And it sucks. Like... I'm sad about it.
Okay, yeah, the new Space Marine Codex doesn't have the Legion of the Damned.
They're gone. Hope you enjoyed the Legion while they lasted.
Yeah. I'm surprised they're, like... Because this is not... they've already done Legends before with fantasy, like all the fantasy stuff. And it's, like, very simple. It's like the Bretonnians. If you have Bretonnian models, they have rules, but you can only take them in like, casual games. Like, there's...
You know what's funny, though? You know what's funny? GW doesn't have a say over the tournaments. They do and they don't. They have a say over their tournaments, but ITC and ETC are completely out of their ball game. So, what we're going to see is the ITC crowd probably just go like this. No. And do what they did back when GW stopped caring about updating. And they're going to do it themselves. And it's really going to be that simple. So, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about this. I think it might be really cool. It might be really bad because it might encourage people to play more open play games. Which if you haven't played an open play game, I highly suggest that you do. So you can see how busted some of the rules in 40k are. If you can continuously do them.
Like, with so in open play, you don't have to pay for demons you summon.
Yeah. Just bring a bunch of those. That one guy from Forge World who summons, adds 3 to, like, dice rolls. And just keep summoning greater demons.
Woo.
Alright, so read every year. Right below the Chaplain Biker.
Every year, we review all of the points values for all of the units in Warhammer 40,000. We won't be doing this for Warhammer Legends, though. Once we've assigned them their final points, they won't be part of the ongoing balance review, and we won't be recommending Legends units for competitive tournaments. This means that event organizers and attendees alike can guarantee everything they're gaming with is easily available and has been subject to the same rigorous balance and playtesting process. Of course, organizers are also free to run Legends events, allowing the use of the full classic range in their games.
Or, and hear me out, you just do it. Because it's like 20 other models. And when you're updating like 400 or 500 models, what's an extra 50? Just saying. Warhammer Legends seems really, really, really silly in my opinion. It kind of sucks because I have this dude. Like, he was the reason you took Tactical Marines. Alright. What's more, in the near future, we'll be giving Warhammer Age of Sigmar Legends the same treatment, meaning they too will be getting matched play points for your battles. You'll see these rolled out within the new year. Okay, and then Angels of Death, the animated series that GW is creating, which, to be honest, I think it's cool, but it lacks detail. I know that's weird to say, but there's one on my channel. My God, I'm still forgetting its name. What is it called? Wow, why am I drawing a blank at this? My cousin actually works on this.
Are you thinking of Death of Hope?
Death of Hope. Death of Hope just looks a little bit better in my opinion. I think it's cool still. I will definitely be tuning into the animated series of Warhammer 40k. But I'm looking more forward to Death of Hope finally finishing. I think that would be really cool. And one more thing. Almost 2 years ago, we made Warhammer fans a promise. That time has almost come for the oaths to be fulfilled and the faith to be rewarded. And we get the new Sisters of Battle. Now, cool thing, Sisters of Battle come out in November.
Woo!
Now that may seem like an arbitrary date for anybody, but November is my birthday month. Like, I hope they come out on November 9th, just so I can get them. No. But I am so excited for this. Like, I am super excited for this. This is what I've been waiting for, is a Sister of Battle plastic release. So we're going to take a watch of this really quickly. I'm going to be pausing it through it. And I'm actually going to turn off the music just really quickly so I could talk through it. One of the quotes is actually from a heretic, and I don't think they realize it. So I thought that was pretty funny. So right off the bat, we actually see a sheathed chainsword, which, to be honest, I want to make one of those for my Eviscerator, so I can put it on my back. And now to see how it's actually put on the backpack makes me happy as a cosplayer. So I think that's really cool. The new frontal plate piece looks really good. Some of the terrain looks really good. This is all stuff that we've seen before, and it's really cool. Faith alone can overturn the universe. I have 5 of her. Just saying. I'm so excited for Sisters of Battle. I got 5 of her. I even did a video converting her. Now, here we see the Sister of Battle with the flamethrower and the rebreather. We see the horrible looking canoness that looks horrible and looks, in fact, it looks worse painted than it looks normally. But I'm going to show you something cool that I really like, okay? This Seraphim looks terrible. Don't use this head. Throw it out into the garbage. Just throw it out. Put a helmet on her. She'll look better with a helmet, I promise you. Then we see this horrible looking canoness. Like if you could take these damn nipple tassels off, that would look so much better. And like clip this down. But I'm going to show you a model in here that's way better than this. Okay. So right off the bat, we see a bunch of the sisters with the helmets. They look amazing. Some sisters without the helmets. They look amazing. I love it. And then we see the Repentia, which literally look... I don't want to describe how they look. I really don't. I don't. Because needless to say, I'm going to be keeping my old ones and maybe going third party with mine. Mm-hmm. I don't know what the sculptor was doing with this person. It looked like they gave up halfway through. That head looks awful. Actually looks like Miss Marvel. See, that head looks a lot better. Boom! 1,000 times better. This sister looks really, really, really insanely good. I love this design. I think this is actually impressive. This looks incredible, but the one thing that I'm noticing with a lot of these sisters, they don't have Inferno pistols. They don't have hand flamers. They don't have upgrades.
That just see lots of bolt pistols and plasma pistols.
Now, look at this Mistress of Repentance. Flat out, that looks like a canoness. That looks better than the canoness. In fact, give that girl a sword and a pistol, and you have a better looking canoness. Put a helmet on her. Even without the helmet, she looks amazing. Boom, canoness right there. Done. Like, look at the canoness next to her. Like, she's right here. She looks terrible by comparison to that. Okay? Mm-hmm. Look at that. Looks better. This looks terrible. See? No toilet seat on the head. Absolutely incredible looking model. I love the Mistress of Repentance. I was actually worried that they weren't going to include the Mistress of Repentance. I am so glad that they did. I think it's amazing. She looks incredible. Like, absolutely incredible. I think she looks insanely good. She captures the Gothic aesthetic perfectly, unlike the canoness. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, there's a Penitent engine standing next to them. And speaking of Penitent engine, it got bigger. It looks a bit cooler. And we got the Sister of Battle army set, which, yes, in November. Of all times, November. GW, I love you. I love you, GW. All right, White, can you read? It's our Alright, I'll just read this. It's our pleasure to unveil this glorious army set today. A monument to the unwavering devotion of our community to a new era of one of the most beloved armies in Warhammer 40k, the one that we forgot about, similar to that of the Sisters of Silence. Actually, you can see that written right here. It's in like tiny text. Okay? After waiting for so long, you all deserve something very special. And that's what the Sisters of Battle army set delivers. This packed box kicks off the Adeptus Sororitas force in style, including a slew of stunning new plastic models and limited edition codex. I really, really, really want this. If you want to get me a birthday gift, get me this. Yes, please get me this. Victor, get me this. Anyway, including a swill of stunning new plastic models and a limited edition codex. This is dedicated to you die-hard Sister Battle fans as a reward for your unwavering faith. And then we finally get to see some of the sisters standing next to each other. They're on 32mm bases. This one looks atrocious, but whatever. It is actually cool to see, you know, actual diversity in the armies. I think that's really cool. We also get a bunch of different action poses, which I think is really cool, like the girl running over here. We get the Imagifier right in the middle. I think that's really awesome. I think the Imagifier looks terrific. We also get a bunch of sisters like shooting their weapons and everything. We got the Burnt Heretic over in the corner. Again, I think these look crazy good. This Seraphim looks incredible. Like, let's face it, this is the Seraphim that I want. This looks downright amazing. Like, hands down amazing. Alright. And then we get the Penitent Engine. Now, in all honesty, I'm a little miffed about the Penitent Engine. Now, I'm not upset with it. I think it looks incredible. But it looks small. Like, the old Penitent Engine looks intimidating. It is bulkier. This one, not as much. Not as much. I was also disappointed. Yeah, it actually does look like the Invictor. But this one, it feels... It feels weird. It feels weird. Alright. Then we got this pile of Canoness, which it looks better painted, but that's not saying much. Like, I love its face. I love the hooded face and everything, but I'm going to be cutting all of this away. Like, all of this like, the thing on its head that looks very, phallic, I'm cutting that all off. The Rod of Office, not on my Canoness. Hell no. I'm not adding some new lore out of absolutely nowhere that has no explanation in any way, shape, or form. And I'm not adding the nipple tassels. I'm sorry, I'm not adding nipple tassels to my Canoness. I'm probably going to get one of her, and I'm going to convert her and show you guys how to convert her to look good. So keep an eye out for that video. Yeah, so that's all from Nova Opening.
That's a lot.
It is a lot, but the Sister Battle box set is what I'm super excited for.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, the box set alone is super cool because it's literally the codex, and I think it's plus some plastic stuff. Yeah. I'm super excited for them. I legit am super excited for the Sisters of Battle. I cannot unsee that phallic hood now. You're welcome. It is a phallic hood. Alright, so right now, I'm going to take your questions. If you had any questions, please put @mod or @Alexis, and we can find them really, really, really quickly. I'm hoping that John has been going through the comments, grabbing them, and I'm going to take another bite of my dinner.
Yep, I've been keeping an eye on it.
Alrighty, let's hear some of those questions.
So, first question is, let's talk about the elephant in the room. Shrike looks awful.
I disagree. I like the way he looks.
My only gripe with him is just the bit of terrain he's on makes him a bit tall, but that's easily fixed.
Yeah, that is easily fixed. I like Sasuke. Put the helmet on him. That's all you need is a beaky helmet. And you can fix those problems. So, like, I think his head is the biggest problem. Dude looks like Skrillex mixed with Sasuke.
I mean, that's Raven Guard, isn't it?
Yeah. I mean, they're quite literally Raven Guard. Next question. What do we got?
Not a question, but someone brought up. Also, the Psyker event stating that all codices will be updated, with many of the Space Marine supplements haven't even been released. Does this mean White Scars and Ultramarines are already out of date?
You know, I was wondering that one too. Like, what's the point of buying the codexes at this point? Point. Because I said point a lot in that sentence. So one of the biggest complaints that I hear from Warhammer 40k fans is, simply put, that nobody wants to buy the codexes anymore because by the time they buy the codexes, they're out of date. Like, if you bought Space Marine Codex 1 week before the new Space Marine Codex dropped and you didn't know about that, you just wasted like $60. To those people that are worried, I say this: download the app. You know what app I'm talking about. And like, have one person in your group, your gaming group, get the codex. It does kind of suck, especially if it's somebody like me who collects all of the codexes, because I bought Codex Chaos a week before the Chaos Codex 2nd edition came out, and I was like, you serious?
I almost did that.
Yeah, it sucked, and I was pissed. I am not going to say what that person said in chat just now, though I will admit that that is a much better idea. But I digress. Codexes are one of those things where it's really, really, really hard to actually, you know... I can't continue this sentence. Codexes are weird. Let's get the next question.
Someone brought up a decent point. They are saying that I thought Warhammer Legends would just be on their website as a big PDF for the old models, from just like they did with Warhammer Fantasy Battles.
Nope. Apparently it's a book. Because
That's weird.
Whatever. I mean, I'm not going to buy it. I have no reason to buy it. I have all the rules. Like, all I need to do is just check the update, check the points increase or decrease, write it down in my index, and have it. And you know what's really funny, though? What's really funny is GW said at the beginning of this event, beginning of 8th edition, that the index will always be able to be used. So does Warhammer Legends supersede the index? And if it does, did GW lie? But I digress about that. All I know is index units are still applicable in tournaments, so I'm really curious how ITC events are going to handle that. Me personally, for the channel, I will state this, and I will stand by this. I will be including all of the legend units in my normal games, following the matched play point restrictions and everything about them. Because if my opponent bought a chaplain on bike and wants to bring it to a game, I am not in any way, shape, or form going to tell him no, he cannot bring that, because it's a Warhammer Legends model, and this is a matched play game. You know what I'm going to say to him? Cool army list, bro, or cool army list, girl. I love it. Let's play. Let's do this. Next question.
Get me some side knights.
Yeah.
What is it? Some side knights.
Good comment.
Good comment.
Next question. Also, if you guys do want to ask a question and you want to ask a question right away and want to support the channel, use the super chat feature. It's awesome and it helps out me tremendously. It helps out all of the channel grow and everything. But let's get a few more questions in. Go ahead, John.
One person asked, are we going to see Gazgul versus Angron in this Psychic Awakening?
Let's hope so.
God, I hope so.
Yeah, because the whole thing, each book is going to add stuff for at least 2 or more factions, so that there could easily be a Orc and Khorne.
Wait, whoa. Hang on. We got to check something really quickly.
Yeah,
For 2 or more factions, right? That's what you just said?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right. Let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, plus the 6 or 8 original founding, so 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 27, so 28, which is 14 books. GW intends to turn the Psychic Awakening into 14 books. That is my prediction.
Oh yeah.
Or around 14, so 10 to 14 books. Yeah, let's go with that. Actually, you know what? I would still buy them, depending. If they're under $50, I will buy them.
Yeah, like 15 to 20.
Yeah,
I just want more stuff from a Demons.
I mean, like, or I'll take some stuff for the Orks. They really like they've done Orks pretty well because they're kind of standalone. But also
Gaskell needs the Psycho rule.
Hell yeah.
Hell.
I want to see some update. I want the foot of Mork to be a spell again.
Yes, yes.
Like
Oh my god, oh my god, oh my god. Could you imagine they use the Psychic Awakening to bring back blast templates?
Oh my.
Oh lord.
Template again.
I also want to see the grot magic or the grot wall. I want to see grot weird boys. That is a thing.
Wall.
Yeah.
Little
yeah.
wall. The power of the little wall.
We could see that. That would be cool. Alright, what are our next questions?
In all fairness, Queen is right about Necromunda. So much hype, good sales, and ain't seen a game played in my life.
Okay, last year I was at Nova. They had this gigantic table for Necromunda. And I was so hyped to watch it, and people were playing Kill Team on it. And I was really disappointed. But yeah. Alright, next question. What do we got?
Someone said the Canoness looks like an Inquisitor, not a sister on the field.
I can agree with that. I agree. Next question?
Too much ornament on the Canoness. She needs to look more action-oriented.
Agreed. Like, I just agree. I fully agree with that. There is no denying my agreement to that. The agreement has been made, and I have 2 witnesses for said agreement, and it has been signed and notarized of my agreement to that statement, which has been agreed upon.
Indubitably.
I think both of my my associates here agree to that statement.
It has been signed in triplicate, yes.
Okay, so both of you can say that you agree to this statement?
Indeed.
Alright, what do we got for the next one? Let's try to wrap these up quickly.
Alright, just a couple more, because there actually aren't a lot of questions, mostly comments. So, rappers are just sick-ass demons.
Yes.
I don't like the look of these skellies. Yeah, it's mostly just like... I can just summarize what the general consensus is. A lot of people are saying that they like the Sisters of Battle, the skeletons. Most people are just generally hyped about everything. As you mentioned, a lot of people are just kind of iffy about the legends and the idea of more of being like stacks on stacks of books.
Yeah, the stacks of stacks and stacks and stacks of book. Ridiculous. To play my Sisters of Battle, I need 5 books, so have fun with that one. Alright, we got 2 more questions. What would work? Would it work just swap the roles of the new Canoness and Repentance model? Yes. Take the Mistress of Repentance and swap her for the Canoness, and boom, you're good. Alexis, have you showcased any actual new units or just updates to existing profiles of Sororitas? There's a fly next to my drink. That was gross. Anyway, I have an entire series dedicated to the Sororitas and how to play them right now, which once the new codex drops, I will be doing a brand new series for tactics for the Sisters of Battle. I know the army in and out, and I love the army tremendously. It's my favorite. It's my favorite army. All right.
Yeah, I think what they were asking was if they've announced any new units for the Sisters.
Oh, absolutely not. In fact, they've only shown things that take away the options to Sisters. They haven't shown a combi weapon at all in any way, shape, or form. They haven't shown an Inferno pistol or melt-a-gun. If they have shown a melt-a-gun, I'm sorry, I missed it. They haven't shown the Trinity gun, which upsets me greatly. And they haven't really shown anything brand new for the sisters. So here's hoping.
They need to start showing sprues, more and more sprues.
Yep. And I did actually get to see the Canoness sprue, and it is a single sprue marked for $35. Have fun with that. Okay. Am I the only one that notices how the Mistress of Repentance looks like the Canoness Superior from the Vigilus campaign? I actually have not read Vigilus too much, so I apologize.
I'm scared for my repressor.
Yeah, basically, she is just a big, scary sister with braziers on her back.
Fair. I'm scared for my repressor. I am terrified for the shelving of the repressor. And I'm going to tell you this right now. The repressor, under no circumstance, I don't give a what GW tries to say, the repressor will always, always be included in my sororitas army because the repressor is that good. I love my repressor. It is the best tank in the entire game. And it's the best tank in the entire game for a reason. It's with the sisters, and it's solid, and it's the best choice for sisters. And if they are going to shelf the repressor, I'm still going to be using it. I will say this right now. I will still use it. I will still go to tournaments and demand the right to use it. Because it is not in an index. It is in a Forge World index, and they are slightly different. They are an Imperial Armor book. And I will argue with them for hours, because I will cut my hair and ask to see their manager.
Uh-oh.
Oh, Lord. Can I get up?
Anyway, with that all being said, we have a plethora of new things from Nova. I was actually expecting Aeronautica with some updates to it. And it actually does look like Aeronautica and Titanicus are gearing up for a new epic. So keep an eye on that. I have a feeling that that's actually going to be a thing that they're going to be introducing. Oh, we do have one more question, so let's get that one before they go. There's actually two new questions. How do you think the Honorable Lord Korn falls into this?
Talk about this.
I don't know what you mean by that. What does anyone find it weird that an entire army of Reapers looks feudal Japan inspired? Yeah, I did notice that. They do look like they're inspired from feudal Japan. I think that's really, really, really cool. So I'm excited about that. I'm excited about that. So he kept like a dojo. So that's cool. Nagash is a weeb. I love Nagash. I feel for Nagash right now. All right, and with that, we are going to wrap this up. I am so glad that all of you came to join us for this reveal, a spontaneous video thingy. Be sure to follow this channel on all sorts of social media. You can follow it on Twitch, Twitter, Instagram. Patreon is how I pretty much make all of my money at this point, and you guys should check out my Patreon. It goes a long way to help supporting the channel, keeping my lights on, and keeping my admins fed. And I only feed them like once a week. They're like snakes. Anyway, guys. Anyway, guys, as always, I'm NornQueenAlexis. I love you guys. Bye.